What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cook This with Tony. Today we're going to be making carnitas and grilled onion enchiladas, as the title says, of course. Let's get into it right away because I want this video to be as short as possible for you guys not to get bored with me talking like I'm doing right now. But anyways, here are the ingredients you're going to need to make this dish. We're going to need about a pound of carnitas. Actually, sorry, half a pound of carnitas. Some Munster cheese. Tortillas, of course, 1 yellow onion, queso cotija, of course the onion salt, can't forget that, some green dragon hot sauce from Trader Joe's, just like the onion salt, some mazola, a can of enchilada sauce. I like this one. You could get any brand, but I prefer this one. And I do have some sides here that are optional that I will be talking about, once the meal is ready. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to start with heating up the enchilada sauce. And the reason I do this is because I'm not going to be frying the enchiladas or baking them. So I want the sauce to be already nice and hot, because I do want this meal to be something that you can make kind of quick, that doesn't take very long. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into, I don't know if you could see this on camera, but I'm pouring this into a small saucepan kind of, and I'm just gonna leave this heating up while I'm doing all the other stuff. And you know what, one of the things that I like to do when I'm cooking, especially when I don't want to spend too much time making a meal, I'll be multitasking. So while this is going on, I'll be grilling something or chopping something. So, alright. So as the sauce is heating up, let's go ahead and start cutting our onion. And while we're cutting our onion, let's go ahead and start heating up the tortillas too. Why not? So, and you know what, guys? I'm just going to make just a few this time, just to show you how to make this. And of course, if you want to make, for a bigger family, this is to feed maybe about, I want to say 2 or 3 people, but if you're gonna feed, let's say 6 people, of course you just double all the ingredients you see here. Alright, so while the tortillas are heating up, let's go ahead and start chopping our onion. Alright, and I'm being a little careful because I did cut my finger yesterday doing something here at home, not actually cooking, but doing something else. Alright, so I hope everybody out there is doing good, doing well. I know school started right here, for LAUSD school began yesterday. Yeah. So, I have a little more free time on my hands to do some of these videos. So hopefully I'll be releasing a little more. More than usual, maybe releasing 2 a week if possible. Alright, so now that the onion is chopped up, let's go ahead and put it back into the bowl, so that way we could do something else now. Alright, and like I said, I'm a little off my game today because of that cut I got on my finger. Alright, so you do want to be remember to be mixing the sauce, the enchilada sauce, so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Alright. Okay. So while that's going on, let's go ahead and start cutting our meat, the carnitas. And I don't think I'm gonna use the whole half pound. I just didn't know exactly how much I was gonna need, but I brought some, some extra just in case. So I think this is almost a pound. Alright, and the meat, you know what? We don't have to cut it too small. Just kind of just chop it up a little bit, because once we throw it in the pan with the onions to grill it a little bit, it's gonna fall apart a little bit more. And this is basically gonna be our stuffing, for our enchiladas. And you know what, I came up with this idea the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone, and I was telling her that, you know what, if you can make tacos, out of almost any meat, right? You can make tacos with chicken, beef, and I think like cow tongue and everything. So why can't I make enchiladas out of carnitas, which is not, I don't think it's very common, because I've never seen it on the menu at a restaurant or anything. So we'll see how it comes out. Hopefully it comes out good, because I don't want this to be one of those fail videos. All right. And you know what, while I'm doing this, chopping up this meat, I do want to give a shout out to Sam and Rick, which are my neighbors. They actually really loved that that last video I made of the chile relleno burrito hack. You know, so shout out to them. Thanks for watching. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I think this is about half a pound of carnitas. And you know what? I buy these at a local market here in San Pedro called La Guanajuato. You know, I love that market. I'll put a picture of it right here. But you know what? They have they don't only have carnitas. That's where I bought the beans for the other video I made, the Mexican pizza video. Check it out right here on my channel. But they sell refried beans. They sell chile rellenos. Not like the ones I made, but you know, still really good. All right, I think these tortillas are about done. So let's go ahead and start putting. And you know, we could put these right here on top of the meat. 3 more. All right. So has anybody out there had enchiladas that are made, you know, with something besides chicken? Chicken or I think I have seen the ones some with beef, but I've never seen them with carnitas. Or have you made them at home? If you have, you know, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know how they came out. maybe put if this is a big mistake that I'm doing right now. All right. So let's go ahead and mix the sauce a little bit more. You know what, I gotta get a better setup here, because I've noticed that it's just not enough space. I need more space, and maybe change the camera angle too, you know. If anybody has any ideas, you know, leave me a comment and maybe I'll try it out, because this is working for now, but it's a little complicated. All right, so let's go ahead and open this cheese. And you know what, this is something different, because I don't think anybody usually uses Munster cheese for enchiladas. I don't think I've seen it out on YouTube or anywhere online. But you know what? Why not? And I actually don't put it inside the enchilada. You'll see right now what I'm talking about. I do a little bit different. And I think with 3 slices is good enough. You know what? I fell in love with this cheese when I was a kid. My mom used to buy it, and we used to make quesadillas with it. Best quesadillas out there. Nothing compares to this. And you can buy this at Costco. I bought this at Costco. I think it's like 10 bucks. It's a lot of cheese. All right. And you know what, guys? This sauce that I'm trying out today, the Green Dragon from Trader Joe's, the worker today at the store told me that it's really good. So, you know, we'll try it out. Why not? I think that's one of my favorite stores, Trader Joe's and Sprouts and the Guanajuato. I think that's usually where I buy anything that any of the stuff I need to make lunch or dinner. All right, last tortilla. And of course, I am going to be using queso cotija. You know, I try to incorporate queso cotija into almost every dish I make, because I mean it's good. I think it's really good. All right, I think that's done. All right, so at this point we're gonna add a little bit of masola oil to the pan, and this is to start grilling our onions and the meat. Okay, so go ahead and put the whole onion, chopped up onion, into the oil, just like that. And I'm gonna use the same spoon I'm using to mix the sauce, because you know what, I try to reuse all the things you know, like any of the plates or bowls or utensils. That's the word I'm looking for. So that way it's less cleanup after. Okay. And you know what? You don't have to put a whole onion if you're not a big fan of onion, or you don't even have to put onion if you don't want to. But if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the onion. I love the taste. Alright. So, let's go ahead and add some of my favorite. You know what? I've noticed that I hardly use just regular salt. I always use the Trader Joe's onion salt for some reason. Go ahead and put some of that into the onion. Just to give it a little bit more flavor, a little bit more kick, you know. I know the meat already comes with a lot of flavor, and we are gonna get some of that saltiness from the queso cotija. So we don't need to put too much. Okay. And the onions, we're not gonna want to let them grill too long. Okay, we want them a little bit crunchy inside the actual enchilada. All right. So let's go ahead and add our meat to the onion now. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. And alright. And I did bring a little trash can this time on the side. I noticed that I needed that the last time. Okay. So let's go ahead and just give this a quick mix. And again, the carnitas are already cooked. You know, the meat's cooked, and the onion doesn't take very long to cook, so we're not gonna cook this for, you know, not too much at least. Yeah, so this is more than sufficient for the enchiladas I'm gonna make. Okay. And you know what? Since I am doing this, and I made a lot more meat, grilled meat, and grilled onions and meat than I need. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna probably make some tacos out of this, since it is Taco Tuesday today. And the sauce, you know, once it starts boiling, the enchilada sauce, you can actually turn it off. So let's go ahead and turn it off. It's already ready. And if you are going to be multitasking, you know, while you're cooking, just make sure you're keeping an eye on everything, because, you know, you have a lot going on, and sometimes you might, you know, end up burning something. Alright, so the sauce is done. And I think the meat and onions I think this is good enough. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more onion salt right on top. Like I said, I do love the onion salt. Okay. Alright. So I think the meat and the onion are almost ready. So at this point, this is where I'm going to do something a little more, you know, a little different than your usual, you know, enchilada recipe. This is where I put the cheese right on top of the actual meat and onions. And the reason I do this is because I want this to become basically like the complete stuffing for the enchiladas, okay? So that's why I do this. You can mix it up a little too to help it melt a little faster. We just don't want the cheese to stick too much to the pan, because I am going to be using the pan again to actually finish the dish. Alright, so I think this is ready. So you see the cheese and the meat and the onion are all like kind of sticking together now, okay? So it becomes almost well, it's the stuffing basically. So let's go ahead and put this on the plate, so I could grab it from there once I start filling the tortillas with this. And it smells so good, oh my god. I wish I could just eat it like this right now. Alright. So at this point, we're going to add a little bit more mazola oil to our pan, because we are going to start putting our enchiladas into the pan. Not too much, okay? So we do that. And we're going to actually put our sauce that's already boiling, a layer at the bottom of the pan, okay? Okay. Alright. So now let's go ahead and start stuffing these tortillas with the actual meat and stuff. You might want to use a fork or a spoon. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the same little spatula thing that I used to mix the sauce and stuff. All right. So at this point, you're gonna wanna, you don't have to put too much of it. I like to stuff them because I don't want to eat too much tortilla. So I usually make these, you know, pretty full, as full as possible, and we just put them one at a time. Okay. All right. And see, the thing is, you don't have to be adding the cheese. I know usually when you make enchiladas, you put the cheese and you put whatever you're gonna use, like chicken or onions separately, and then just roll it up. But I mean, if you could do it all, you know, all at once, why not, right? I mean, I think that's that's my opinion. And just be careful because the meat, the carnitas, and the onion will be a little bit on the hot side. But like I said, I'm kind of used to the heat because I have been cooking since I was pretty young. All right. Let's go ahead and put the rest of these. Yeah, so you know what? This is gonna be more than enough meat and onions for these enchiladas. All right. So let's just go ahead and put them next to each other, like little BFFs, BFF enchiladas. All right. And like I said, guys, if there's any left over, you could actually make some tacos, or just eat it like that. I know people that like to eat their try to, you know, save on the carbs and stuff. They don't want to eat too many carbs, so they don't eat tortilla. But not me. I like to eat a little bit of tortilla. You know, I do try to stay away from bread. You know, I think that's my big weakness. That's my kryptonite. All right, let's go ahead and put that. And I think I gotta, you know, hurry up this video because I think the gardener is starting to do some of the gardening outside, and I don't want to get all that lawnmower noise on the on the actual video. Okay. All right, guys. So you can see we have some leftovers right here. So let's go ahead and just save those for later, to make a couple of tacos later maybe. Alright, let's put this aside. Got my other plate right here for the finale, for the big finale of how the meal's gonna look. Alright, so at this point, once you put your enchiladas into the pan, we want to get the rest of the sauce and just pour it over it, okay? Just like that. Just make sure you cover all the... There we go. That's it, I think, for that. And just, I like to grab a spoon, which I didn't bring, left it inside, to just make sure they're completely submerged in the sauce, okay? All right. And see, that's why I like to boil the sauce first, because that way once you're done, you know, heating the tortillas and making the meat, everything's ready to go, just to kind of just pour everything together. So it just saves you some time. You know, I'm trying to make these, you know, a little for people that you don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. All right. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and serve a couple of these. Well, actually, let me put like 3 of them on this plate, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay. All right. There we go. Perfect. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and make it 4. Why not? Right? Extra hungry. Okay. All right. So at this point, this is the point where we're gonna go ahead and add some of this green dragon hot sauce. Okay. But you know what? Let me go ahead and put the sour cream and guacamole first. And like I said, guys, these items are optional. Okay. You don't have to put the sour cream if you don't want to, but it does make it taste a little better. You know, the mixture of the flavors. Okay. Some guac, and let's go ahead and put our green dragon hot sauce. Okay. I hope this is good. It looks good. It smells good. All right. And last but not least, our queso cotija, of course. Gotta go with the queso cotija. Sorry guys, I like to be a perfectionist when it comes to the look of food. Alright guys, well there you go. That's the Carnitas and Grilled Onion Enchiladas. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel so you can see when I upload future content. And leave a comment. You know, if you like my videos, leave a comment. And don't forget to email me any recipes that you would like me to share here on YouTube land. Alright? Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.